Do you agree that the only way to learn how to drink in moderation is to actually quit first? I'm Colleen, and I'm a drinking coach, helping high achieving professional women permanently reduce their alcohol consumption by 80% so they don't have to quit. Now, this doesn't mean that taking a week or a month or even a year off isn't a good idea. I stayed sober for almost 3 years, and I don't regret a day of that. But I can tell you that staying sober, even as long as I did not prepare me to go back to drinking in moderation. That's a completely different skill set. When I reintroduced alcohol, I still had to confront the old beliefs that one glass of wine is just a dick tease, because I'm an all or nothing person, which means I'm not going to be able to stop once I start. I also had to learn how to respond to that middle of the night anxiety that having one too many means that I'm on a slippery slope back to old habits. The absence of alcohol use disorder is not always drinking the exact right amount. Nobody who drinks alcohol is always thrilled with how they feel when they wake up the next morning. Overcoming alcohol use disorder requires that you learn how to trust yourself, not to be perfect, but to learn from your mistakes, to be okay with where you're at and not beating yourself up because of where you think you should be. Changing your relationship with yourself is how you change your relationship with alcohol. After working with hundreds of women, I know that your focus needs to be on changing your identity, not your behavior. The problem with focusing on changing your behavior is that women who are perfectionists think they have to be perfect before they can actually trust themselves. If and when they drink a little too much, they see it as one big failure, proof that they're not trustworthy. What has to change is the black and white, win or lose, all or nothing thinking. The motivation, the dopamine in your brain, the motivation to continue improving is only fueled by evidence that you are actually improving. Completely changing your behavior around alcohol is not going to happen overnight. You have to have a growth mindset and see yourself within a process of change. When you fall short of your desired outcome, you have to focus on what you got right, how and why you got it right, so you can do more of what you got right next time. If this makes sense to you, type "change is a process" into the comments. Wrap your mind around this idea and let it sink into your subconscious. Change is a process. Type that into the comments. Change is a process. How you drink is always going to be a side effect of how you think. So you have to start thinking like someone who trusts herself. Again, not to be perfect, but to learn from your mistakes. If this makes sense to you, save this video so you can come back and watch it again if you ever start to feel hopeless. And I want you to know, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. So if you want to know more about my coaching program, click the link in my bio and schedule a free consult.